my next thing I wanted to dig into a little bit is that tracking piece being so important. And I would assume that the tracking is important from that budget standpoint, in the now, but it's probably also equally important as you forecast out, what's my year going to look like, so that I understand, hey, come December, January, February, our numbers are traditionally taking a hit, or they're doing certain
Mhm.
things. How important is understanding and forecasting and tracking your numbers year over year to your overall budget? Should I be budgeting so that I'm spending more money in the months when I'm making more money? And how do I tie all that together as an owner? Because it gets me back into that cash in, cash out mentality of like, well, I have cash today, I might as well burn through it. Am I going to need that cash come December, January, when the numbers aren't coming in?
I love that. Seasonality in a large part of the United States has a big effect on anything construction related. So it's definitely a topic of concern. And I think that year to year piece you're talking about, in my mind, it just makes me think of, well, that helps me budget more accordingly, right? I want to look at our previous years, because if we're consistently know that 3 months, the first 3 months of the year, our production can't produce much because of weather or whatever it is, I need to visualize that. I need to see that, okay, we know there's certain overhead that doesn't go away. Yes, you can maybe downsize some overhead during the quiet time, but all overhead can't go away to stay in business. You can't always, well, I'm going to leave my office space for those 3 months every year and not pay rent. There's certain things. And so I think when you're talking about tracking it year to year, even, it just helps you as you get into tracking correctly. Now you have a basis of data to get more and more accurate each year on how you budget, which will allow you to get more and more accurate on how you can make decisions throughout the year as things are changing, right? Any of those components change, now you feel with more confidence, where do I need to be at the end of the year? So when you're talking about getting towards the end of the year and it's quieting down, you have enough resources left, because you're going to run losses for a few months over the winter.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would assume that for new or young business owners, running losses is an extremely scary time. Um, any tips? Because we're going to have the gamut of people joining us for this content. We're going to have those that are 10, 15, 20 years in business, and that they're looking for those little nuggets. And then we're going to have those young new business owners that are saying, oh, I'm kind of up to the end of the year and I'm going to maybe operate with a loss.